with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good evening, I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News NOWCAST. The 8 Great Tuesdays concert series will return this summer. The Port Authority Board made the decision at its board meeting earlier today. The summer concert draws hundreds to Erie's Liberty Park along the bayfront. The board held off making a decision to see what would happen with restrictions, and because they did so, they're able to bring back the popular summer events. Organizers only have a few months to pull together the bands, entertainment, food, and sponsors, but despite the busy stress, they're thrilled that the shows will go on.
We're really excited to be able to offer this little bit of normalcy to begin the 2020 summer season and make this announcement. We are roughly 6 months behind in planning, so the work within the office is going to be a challenge, but we do think after 20 years of holding Erie Bank 8 Great Tuesdays, we will certainly be up to the challenge.
And I'm sure a lot of concert goers are also excited for this event. Erie News Now is a proud sponsor of 8 Great Tuesdays, and the announcement also means business returning for fans and artists. Our Elspeth Meisner will have their side of the story tonight on Erie News Now at 11. Advisors to the CDC have endorsed using the Pfizer vaccine for kids age 12 and up. Wednesday's decision comes 2 days after the FDA recommended doing the same. Previously, the vaccine was only approved for people age 16 and up. This clears the way for pediatricians to start giving out the shots for kids as young as 12 years old. This is the first COVID-19 vaccine authorized for use in younger teens. Pfizer says data from a phase 3 trial showed the vaccine was 100% effective in preventing COVID-19. Health leaders say this is crucial in the fight against COVID, as now millions more Americans can get the vaccine. I talked to some young teens today after they rolled up their sleeves. We will hear from them tonight on Erie News Now at 11. Today's expansion comes as the rate of local vaccinations has started to flatten out. As of today, about 42% of adults in our region are fully vaccinated. That translates out to more than 132,000 people. Erie County leads the way on the percent of adults vaccinated with more than 45% vaccinations. For the latest COVID-19 facts and figures, check out our website, erienewsnow.com. And dozens of high school students have received their first COVID-19 vaccination. AHN St. Vincent hosted its second high school clinic today at Erie High. The clinic was for 16 to 18-year-old students and their families. A total of 70 students signed up to receive their first dose, and students we spoke with say they're relieved to have received this shot.
I really miss, not having to wear this. Work kind of is a little garbage with the mask on. School's a lot different. Way too different. I prefer the normal. I'm glad to be back, but I think getting the vaccine would help everyone progress towards opening everything back up.
St. Vincent will host another vaccination clinic tomorrow morning at General McLean High School. An investigation continues into a police chase through East Erie that ended in a crash involving 3 vehicles. An Erie News Now security camera captured part of this pursuit. It happened at 26th and Parade Streets around noon today. Police say officers tried to stop a stolen vehicle, but he took off. He drove through a stop sign on 33rd Street and was hit by another vehicle on Pine Avenue. A man and woman inside took off running after they crashed into a third vehicle, but officers caught up with them. Erie News Now spoke with a driver who was hit during the pursuit.
I'm the first car that got hit, and guy was coming off that street right there, and police hot on his tail, and he clipped me and then hit the other lady.
It was crazy. If it would have happened 30 seconds sooner, I think that car would have clipped me because I was right up on the corner spraying weeds. So thank goodness I moved a little bit out of the way before she came through, or he came through.
One driver was taken to the hospital, and again, the investigation is still ongoing. A shakeup on Capitol Hill as House Republicans voted to oust Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney from leadership. Congressman Mike Kelly was among those who voted to remove the Congresswoman. The decision came by voice vote, meaning the overwhelming majority approved. Top Republicans sought to remove Cheney as the third-ranking House Republican after she criticized former President Donald Trump for promoting falsehoods over the 2020 election. In recent weeks, Trump has renewed his false claims he won last November. Kelly is a close Trump ally who also challenged Pennsylvania's election results, citing a 2019 state voting reform law.
the feud between Ms. Cheney and President Trump, and the comments that have gone back and forth. Ms. Cheney is entitled to her own opinion. As conference chair, she has a much bigger responsibility and needs to look at what's in the best interest of our party.
Kelly said most members of the GOP conference attended this morning's vote. A project at the Erie County Public Library, decades in the making, has been completed. Today, the library dedicated a new pedestal to host its statue of the Roman goddess Minerva. The statue was in the original Erie County Public Library between 1899 and 1942. The statue went missing sometime in the 1940s and was rediscovered and returned to the county in 2018. The library system hired someone to do restoration work, including recreating missing pieces. Thanks to public support, the library was able to build a new pedestal to display Minerva at the Blasco Library. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.